Apache Hive. I'm going to talk on introduction to Hive, that is what is Hive, features of Hive and Hive architecture. Introduction to Apache Hive. Hive provides an SQL-like interface for users to extract data from the Hadoop system. Facebook used Hadoop as a solution to handle the growing big data. As we know, Hadoop uses MapReduce for processing data, and MapReduce requires users to write long codes, which is complicated. This proved to be a disadvantage. Users required a language similar to SQL, which is known to all. Hive was developed with a vision to incorporate the concepts of tables, columns, just like SQL. Hive is used to read, write, and manage petabytes of data using SQL. Apache Hive is not a relational database and is designed for OLTP, that is online transaction processing, as well as it is not used for row-level queries. Features of Hive. Some of the features of Hive are Apache Hive is an open source tool. We can use it for free of cost. And Hive can query and manage huge data sets stored in Hadoop distributed file systems. Another feature is multiple users can query the data using Hive query language simultaneously. Since we store data on HDFS, the fault tolerance is provided by Hadoop. Apache Hive perfectly fits the low-level interface requirement of Apache Hadoop, and Apache Hive also supports partitioning and bucketing of data at the table level to improve performance. Hive is familiar, fast, scalable, and extensible. Hive uses Hive query language, which is similar to SQL. We do not require any knowledge of programming languages to work with Hive. Only the knowledge of basic SQL query is enough to work with Hive. These are some of the features of Hive, and next we'll discuss about Hive architecture. Hive architecture. The following component diagram depicts the architecture of Hive. The components include user interface. Hive supports user interfaces such as Web UI, Hive command line, HD Insight, and the other components are Metastore, Hive QL process engine, execution engine, HDFS or HBase data storage. We'll talk about each of these components in the next coming slides. User interface. Hive is a data warehouse infrastructure software that can create interaction between user and HDFS. The user interfaces that Hive support are Hive Web UI, Hive Command Line, and Hive HD Insight. The next component is Metastore. Hive chooses respective database servers to store the schema or metadata of the databases, columns in a table, their data types, and HDFS mapping. The next component is HiveQL process engine. HiveQL is similar to SQL for querying on schema info on the Metastore. It is one of the replacements of traditional approach of MapReduce program. Instead of writing MapReduce program in a Java, we can write a query for MapReduce job and process it. The next component is execution engine. The conjunction part of HiveQL process engine and MapReduce is Hive execution engine. Execution engine processes the query and generates results as same as MapReduce results. It uses the flavor of MapReduce. And the last component is HDFS or HBase data storage. Hadoop distributed file system or HBase are the data storage techniques to store data into file systems. So this is all about Hive architecture. A quick question for you all. What is a metastore in Hive? So basically to store the metadata information in the Hive, we use Metastore. Metastore is the central repository of Apache Hive metadata. It stores metadata for Hive tables like their schema and location, and partitions in a relational database. It provides client access to this information by using Metastore Service API. So I hope you like the information provided in this presentation. Thank you.